Itinatanggi na ngayon ng isang suspect ang pagpatay kay Governor Ruel Degamo. Sa walang habas na pagpaslang na siya ay bahagi ng pagpatay na sinasabing ang mga naunang pahayag tungkol sa pagpatay ay ginawa sa ilalim ng pagbabanta. Sinabi rin ng suspect na kabilang sa mga unang naaresto sa kaso na napilitan siyang ituro si suspendedo Representative Arnolfo Teves Jr. bilang nasa likod ng pagpatay.
It's good to have you here to clarify things. What exactly did your client, Joven Javier, recant?
He recanted his first statement prepared on March 5, 2023 in Negros Oriental before police officers conducting the investigation that he had participated in the gruesome crime, killing 10 people and wounding several others. As well as his statement that they, referring to the group, stated he recanted his first statement prepared on March 5, 2023 in Negros Oriental before police officers conducting the investigation that he had participated in the gruesome crime, killing people and wounding several others at the ancestral house of the Teveses, and or that they stayed near the Teves farm called Tulong Farm.
Okay, so why do you think was he singled out? And what was his supposed participation that gave state enforcers keen interest on having him and getting him as a witness?
Well, according to him, based on the first testimony prepared by the Negros Oriental Police, he was part of the first group who planned the execution of Governor Degamo. According to the first statement, he was supposed to be part of that group who on December 22, 2022 planned to ambush Governor Degamo.
Okay.
According to the statement also, he was formerly trained as a scout ranger, and he was supposed to be the one using RPG in ambushing Governor Degamo.
Okay, what do those mean?
Well, based on the recanted first statement, did not know the names as well as the personal circumstances of the others who allegedly planned and pursued killing of Governor Degamo.
Okay.
Mr. Javier was qualified to be a state witness against others who are being pointed to as responsible for the Pamplona massacre. That is the reason why, up to this time, no case has been filed against Mr. Javier.
And now Mr. Javier is recanted just like the other four. They are saying they were coerced into a statement, a version of that story by law enforcers. Now, can your client identify the state forces who were allegedly threatening him into admitting his involvement in the crime?
Yes, sir. If presented to Mr. Javier, he would be able to point out to these people. Because the first group who tortured him belongs to the Philippine Army. Then afterwards, after 30 minutes that he had been in the custody of the Philippine Army, he was turned over to the provincial police of Negros Oriental. Under the said forces, he was tortured.
Okay.
To admitting to having participated in the gruesome killing of people in Pamplona, Negros Oriental.
Yes.
When he was transferred to the NBI, according to our client, there was this lawyer by the name of Attorney Beltran in the NBI who persuaded him to cooperate with the investigation being done by the Department of Justice. Now, there is no allegation of torture committed by the NBI, but he was only being persuaded to undergo the witness protection program to be utilized as a state witness against those arrested by the government and against a certain Marvin Miranda and Congressman Tevez.
So am I correct? Your client is saying he was tortured at least twice, first by the military and second by the arresting officers of the Philippine National Police. Am I correct?
It is correct, Sir Stanley. That is
Okay.
the
So what
testimony now
form of torture did he experience? Has your client told you or narrated to you about the torture that he had experienced from both units?
Sir, I think there are pictures circulating in the media, particularly the print media, where we can see pictures of Mr. Javier face down, okay, being trampled upon by army people. And according to him, when he was already with the Provincial Police of Negros Oriental, he was also kicked and punched in several parts of his body. And of course, according to him, there are torture techniques utilized by the police, inflicting wound to several parts of his body. This is why he relented into their instruction to sign the prepared sworn statement.
Lastly, Attorney Villanueva, of course, we know state prosecutors had earlier said the recantations, not just of Mr. Javier, but the other four, will not affect the case against the suspects. What is your reaction to this, the next steps for Mr. Javier?
Well, that is not true. It is our humble opinion that the case of the state against our clients would fall with the recantation of our client, because it is the only evidence available for the state to continue the prosecution of our clients, especially so that the previous statements taken by the government were taken under the circumstances that are in violation of their rights under the Constitution. In fact, the government is still trying to build up a case by taking blood samples from our clients. If it were true that the case of the state against our clients is strong and solid, there should be no reason for the government to continue subjecting our clients to extraction of evidence, okay, against their will, like the taking of their blood sample.
Are you representing all five, and are there other witnesses bound to recant their testimonies in the near future?
Yes, we can expect more recantation because, again, as early as April 18, we were able to talk to the 8 people now in the NBI, and they told us that they were just coerced into owning up to or having admitted to being part of the so-called Pamplona massacre.
Pakinggan naman natin ang abogado ng kabilang kampo ng mga Degamo.
Magandang hapon po, Sir Angelito at Ma'am
Angelo po.
Perlita at sa inyong mga taga-subaybay sa inyong programa.
Opo, ang unang tanong namin sa nangyayaring pagbabaliktad ng mga naunang nahuling suspects, ano yung pakiramdam ninyo sa inyong pagiging abogado ng nagdidemanda sa kanila?
Exceedingly unreliable. Yan po ang description ng ating Supreme Court. So, hindi po kami nababahala sa recantation na yan. At pangatlo po, kaya naman po nagbago ang isip ng ilan sa mga nakadetain sa NBI ay dahil nga po doon sa effort na suhulan sila at ipitin sila sa loob ng selda ng NBI. Ngunit nagawan na po namin yan ng paraan. Humingi po kami ng pahintulot mula kay Secretary Remulla at kay Secretary Abalos na ilipat mula sa NBI papunta sa PNP Custodial Center ang mga nakadetain na ito. At naniniwala po ako na babalik ang mga testigo na yan sa dati nilang sinabi na.
Ayon pa kay attorney, nagkaroon raw ng access ang mga kalaban dito sa mga witnesses. Kaya nagkaroon ng recantation raw. Paano nangyari yon? Dahil hawak ni Abalos at Rimulya ang DOJ at ang NBI.
Ibig niyo sabihin, Attorney Levy, na-access ng kalaban itong mga ito dyan sa NBI detention. Kaya't nalason or nakumbinsi na bumaliktad sa kanilang mga testimonya.
Opo, ang balita po namin, and I think it was verified, no, that merong dating undersecretary ng Department of Justice na malamang kinausap niya yung mga dati niyang tauhan o kakilala sa NBI. Yan po ang description ng ating Supreme Court in several cases already that it decided, no? So, hindi po kami nababahala sa recantation na yan. At pangatlo po, kaya naman po nagbago ang isip nung ilan sa mga nakadetain sa NBI ay dahil nga po doon sa effort na suhulan sila at ipitin sila sa loob ng selda ng NBI.
Inipit, sinuhulan, kaya nagkaroon ng recantation. Diba ang kampo nyo, attorney, ang gumawa niyan? Ang torturing ang mga witnesses.
Sinasabi na ang recantation is untrustworthy and exceedingly unreliable.
When you say unreliable, baka applicable naman yan kay Rimulya dahil sa kanyang mga pronouncement, mga fake news. Wala nang kaibahan ito sa mga ginagawa nila kay DG Bantag, ang pambubuli. Kayo ba naniniwala na nadukot o nasuhulan ang mga witnesses samantalang nasa kamay nila ito? Nag-uulat, what's new? Sa hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, follow, and share, huwag niyong kalimutan na tangkilikin upang patuloy na makapaghatid ako ng magandang balita.